We could be seeing Florentino Perez stepping down as Madrid president. The same way Perez handed in a resignation letter back in 2006, those issues that forced him out of the club have once again reappeared. In 2006, Perez had assembled the biggest superstars in the world, all at Madrid, and by default, that created the biggest toxic environment, and Perez was known to cuddle superstars instead of demanding results and trophies. And between 2003 and 2006, the club went through a dry spell of winning nothing, while they constantly kept on changing coaches, and during that period they had 6 different coaches. And just like they say, it's easier to fire one single coach than to fire 20 superstar players. After all, Perez would never sell his beloved superstar players. In his mind, that would only do nothing but strengthen the opposing teams. Although the situations are a bit different from the past in comparison to the present, there is one major detail that is exactly the same, and it's that these current Madrid players are used to walking all over coaches. With Kylian, it dates back during his days at PSG and how he got rid of Thomas Tuchel, and the same thing with Vinicius when Xavi Alonso wanted to sub him out of the game, and after that Xavi Alonso was relieved of his position at the club. Vini and Mbappe remind me of Kevin Durant and Kyrie Irving during their time at the Brooklyn Nets. Both players were special talents in their primes, but they didn't want to be coached.
We don't need somebody to come in and put their coaching philosophy on everything that we're doing and change up the wheel and, yo, you guys need to start doing this, and we start running on the first day of practice. It's just like, no. It's also going to change the way we see coaches. I don't really see us having a head coach. You know what I mean? Like, KD could be a head coach. I could be a head coach.
Jacques Vaughn could do it one day. It's a collaborative effort, I think, on our part.
But at Madrid, instead of it being 2 players, it almost feels like the whole team doesn't want to get coached. Starting with Rodrigo, when he was demanding to be played on the left wing, and even club captain Valverde refused to be played as a right back. But with everything that's ongoing at the club, Florentino Perez has decided to add the most egotistical coach of the last century. In my opinion, Jose Mourinho will be the end of Florentino Perez, and there's 2 reasons this will happen. The first is that Mourinho has not won anything of significance lately, meaning his system of play isn't superior. The last trophy that he won was in May 2022 when Roma won the Conference League, and before that he guided Man United to the Europa League in 2017. That is 2 trophies in the last 10 seasons. And the other detail which I think people are taking lightly is that Mourinho will not shy away from blaming these players.
I didn't like my team.
And with the egos at Real Madrid at an all-time high, these players will be rubbed the wrong way instantly. And one thing about Madrid players is that they tend to push back. And I say that to say this, with the Madrid presidency results coming back and showing that Perez won by 64%, and with his competition coming in with 35%, it shows that there's a lot of people that are against Perez, and he surely is a man under pressure. And guess what? Unlike before, he needs those Madrid players. He was recently shouting in the dressing room after the game against Bayern Munich to change the situation and win something. And could the players conspire against him? Well, that would be interesting. But one thing I know is that Madrid fans haven't forgotten about the Galactico that he promised them before the elections took place. And the reason why he hasn't delivered is because we're living in an era where Madrid is losing the financial muscles to bully the other teams. I remember when Madrid made a 180 million bid for Kylian back in 2021 to sign him from PSG. When that amount was rejected, I knew something had changed in football. Like recently when Gaviel decided to extend his contract at Man City after talks of him joining Madrid, and just to save the embarrassment, Madrid had to settle for Marc Cucurella. And how about Madrid when they made a 150 bid for Julian Alvarez, but Atletico Madrid responded to them with laughing emojis on Twitter. Other clubs have gotten so rich that Madrid is resorting to signing players as free agents, and that's a far cry from a team that used to get whatever player they wanted to sign, like that time when they signed a reigning Ballon d'Or winning Ronaldo from Manchester United at the peak of his powers. But right now things are a bit different. For an example, everybody knows that Madrid has always wanted to sign Rodri from Man City. There has been links with the player ever since he won the Ballon d'Or 2 years ago, but but Madrid is choosing to wait for the player to be free in 2027. And recently, Florentino Perez sent Madrid coach Jose Mourinho to watch Michael Olise in the German Cup final, but the Bayern president Herbert Heiner made it clear that Bayern is not a selling club, and he destroyed any chance of Madrid signing the player. In my opinion, Bayern could be holding grudges from the way Madrid signed Alaba for free, and also how Real Madrid wanted to sign Alphonso Davies for free in 2024, but the Canadian would end up signing an extension with Bayern Munich. And this is the situation at Madrid. What Madrid does is that as much as they sign players, they don't sign them because of the special talent alone, but rather they sign players because it weakens the opposition. And that is why Madrid is considering to sign Michael Olise, a player that just beat them in the Champions League. But the negative side of signing free agents is that you don't actually go out there to sign players that fit the profile that you're looking for. You end up signing players based off of what's available in the market instead of signing players based off what they can offer your team. And that creates an imbalance in your team, because now you end up signing players just because of the market, and that is what is dictating on how you build your team. Like at Real Madrid, they have 3 right-footed players that all play the same: Rodrigo, Vinicius, and even Kylian Mbappe. And now you end up with an imbalanced team without a target man, and you must play all these 3 players who are all right-footed, and the team is not built with balance in mind. But the biggest transfer fee every Madrid fan would love to see is Madrid signing Lamine Yamal. After all, his father used to be a Madrid fan.